I'm Jasanti. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would take you on a ride with me to read Happy Place by Emily Henry. Do you hear the birds? Oh, okay, they're just gonna stop. Oh. They're talking! So this just came out this week. I think it was on Tuesday, and I am so excited because I loved Beach Read, I loved People We Meet on Vacation, and Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I would say of the three, Book Lovers is probably my least favorite, but I still really enjoyed it. I just felt like it was marketed as a romance and it wasn't necessarily a romance. I think the romance was like a secondary plot, which is okay. But I'm still very, very excited for Happy Place, and I don't know why, but this cover is giving what it needs to give. It is so beautiful. Happy Place is about Win and Harriet. They go on this trip every year with their friends, and that is, I believe, where they met. And then a couple years down the line, they are engaged and they break up, but they haven't told their friends. So I still need to like gather more information on why that is, but I do know that this is a fake dating trope, so they pretend to still be together. And yeah, what else is there to say? I don't know. So I will be reading Happy Place by Emily Henry, and I will do my very, very best not to give away any spoilers, so that if you have not read this, you can still listen along to my thoughts. And with that being said, we're gonna get started because I can't wait. Actually, I have one more thing to say. Beach Read and People We Meet on Vacation, I happened to lend those two books to a teacher that worked at my job, and then she quit and moved to Tennessee. So if you're watching this, please return my books. That's all I had to say, guys. I remember why I love Emily Henry now, because her banter is A1. I'm on a chapter, I just finished chapter 4, which is page 37 pages in. The love interest in the book just met, so we start off the book and they already know each other and they're getting into the situation where they have to fake date. I'm not really a huge fan of the excuse, but like, whatever. Not the point of the book, right? Anyways, I just like, it's the banter for me, like the jokes that they tell each other. For example, you should try sending a big ass nude painting of yourself ahead when you're going to meet someone new, I say. It's always worked for me. I'll take that into consideration, he says. You don't look like a Wyndham Connor. His eyebrow arches. How am I supposed to look? I don't know, I say. Navy blue jacket with gold buttons, captain's hat, a big white beard, and a huge cigar. So Santa on a yacht, he says. Mr. Monopoly on vacation, I say. For what it's worth, you're not stereotypical image of a Harry Kilpatrick either. I know, I say. I'm not a Dickensian street orphan in a newsboy hat. Like, Harriet is so funny, I think. Like, her descriptions are... I think it's just that, like, she has my exact sense of humor, because I tend to do that with people too. Not only just, like, just their names. I do that with, like... Well, yeah, their names. I got too excited. Like, for example, I'm always joking because my brother's name is Armando. I'm like, okay, he looks like he should be a Don living in a big mansion. But, like, by the pool with, like, a cigar in his hand and a lot of money. Anyways, the point being that I love Harriet's sense of humor. And I think that Win does a really good job of, like, kind of balancing it, like, where he's not really, like, being super funny, or at least purposely funny, but it works in conjunction with Harriet's sense of humor. So I'm really vibing with this couple at the moment, and I'm really excited to see where things go for them. Definitely something is gonna save me. Oh, darling, 'cause you'll always be my baby. Do-do-do. Oh. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh. I think we've reached a point in the evening where I become delusional, and I feel like usually when I become delusional is when I start singing. Then again, I sing pretty often, so maybe I'm always delusional. Anyways, I am well on my way through Happy Place, and I actually have a lot of thoughts. So I'm on page 194. This is about halfway through the book, because it's like 400 pages long. And honestly, I'm starting to get to a point where it's not so much that I'm bored, but I'm kind of like, okay, like the book could be wrapping up by now. Like I can't see why this book needs to be 400 pages. I feel like we're ready for the third act conflict. Bring it on. Where is it? Hello. Obviously this is like a fake dating trope, so I'm waiting for the part where everyone finds out that they're fake dating each other and everything explodes. Although I feel like their friend group is so solid. Honestly, I really love this friend group and like their dynamic. I feel like they're what like I always wish I had. They are very accepting of each other. There is representation, and also like they're all coupled up, so there's no like weird, I don't know, you know, weird dynamics. That's the word I was looking for. Except obviously that Win and Harriet are not actually together, but I mean, regardless, I feel like they seem like the friend group where even if they weren't together and they didn't fake it, obviously Sabrina, she's over the top. She would probably cause a scene, but at the end of the day, I think like they would be fine. And just like I think they're probably going to end up being fine. Anyways, regardless, I just feel like we are getting a lot of backstory. I was enjoying it when we were getting flashbacks that were giving us like how they met and how they fell in love. But now the flashbacks are a lot more centered around the nature of their relationship. And like, for example, when Harriet meets Wynn's mom, or she meets the whole family. But the point is that, like, I'm just not seeing necessarily how those types of moments are adding to the story in present day, which is like them fake dating each other, which is supposed to be the whole point of the book. It feels more like the book is heavily focused on just like a study in their relationship in general. And another qualm that I have with like the backstory is that it can get very confusing. She does separate the chapters between like Happy Place and real life. However, sometimes during real life, which is the current moment, she has memories of their relationship in their past. And so then it does end up jumping back in time during the right now chapters. And that can get confusing. I have found myself thinking, wait, is this happening right now or was it happening in the past? And then it takes them like jumping back into the present for me to be like, oh, okay, that was happening before. So that is really mostly my qualms. I will say that I am enjoying like their relationship now. For example, obviously they have to pretend to be lovey-dovey, and Wynn is a character who's very affectionate, so obviously he has to be very affectionate. And just the way that that builds up tension between them, I think Emily Henry does a great job of kind of showing us that build up that they have, and like the longing that the characters still have for each other. Another thing that I find a little confusing though is that it's good and it's bad. Like, it's good that they have some kind of like mystery going on where he keeps picking up these little phone calls, and you're not really sure why or what's going on. There is this subplot going on in the story where the explanation of why they broke up, they both know it, but us as readers don't know it. And I find that to be a little bit confusing because they're speaking of things as if we know this and we don't. And sometimes that has me wondering, like, wait, did I miss something? Or like, have we not figured it out yet? And this is like the mystery of it. And in a way, it is intriguing because it makes you want to keep reading the book. I always like when romances have like this little like mystery aspect to them, because it leaves you like wanting to know like what's gonna go on. But in the same token, I feel like just the way that she's doing it makes me feel like I missed some crucial piece of information that I shouldn't have missed. And I guess I'll find out later on in the book whether that was actually the intention of the book, to leave us with a missing piece, or if I'm just dumb because I'm not sure. Overall though, like, this is a generally pleasant reading experience. I am a little bit concerned, like I said, that it's dragging on. So while I'm enjoying it now, I'm hoping that we get to some kind of climax or something else soon, because then I may lose interest. We'll see. I have finished Happy Place by Emily Henry. I think that I want to say that this is maybe like a new favorite Emily Henry, but then again, I don't remember People We Meet on Vacation or Beach Read, so maybe I can't say that because I don't remember. But I did think this book was really, really good. I rated it I'm a little torn between 3.5 and 4 stars. I'm just gonna go for 4 stars. F it. Why why limit myself with ratings? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I really enjoyed this book. I feel like it took me on an emotional journey, which is all you can ask for in a book. I thought it was really confusing though. Like, how could a book named Happy Place that looks this pink and yellow be so sad? Like, the majority of this book made me really upset. I was tearing up and like feeling heavy chested. I thought I was gonna cry. I didn't, but I almost did, which is an accomplishment in itself because it's really hard to make me cry when reading a book. Not in real life. It's easy for me to cry in real life. With that being said though, I do think that I became very attached to the characters in this book and was emotionally invested in Win and Harriet's love story, especially because towards the end of the book, I felt like I wasn't really sure what was going to happen. I knew what I wanted to happen and what was most likely to happen, but I wasn't sure if we were going there. And then we started getting like towards like only a few pages left and we're like, girl, what's going on? Make it happen. Yeah, I will say like the last 10 pages, I was not here for it. Like, I didn't really care. Once we got a resolution, like that was it. I didn't need to know what happened afterwards, but that's okay. I guess it's nice that she wrapped it all up. Again, I really enjoyed my time in this world, in this dark place. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you read Happy Place, let me know what you thought about it down below. Leave a duck emoji if you made it this far, and I will see you guys when I see you next. Bye!